Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and let's go to solve the case. Now, we left with two chapters investigate. One was the elevator, and two was the locked room. Now we're going to see the surveillance camera to see what really happened and to discuss the alibi and the interrogation. Let's go. The captain room is located on the sixth deck. So, in order to get there, one must first climb the stair to the outside. Fortunately for us, there isn't any rain, but a dark cloud was still unmerely looming above. Gilligan, I'm sorry about your father. He went for the darn key. It's not your fault, Donald. You couldn't have known that someone might have used it to kill. Your father was a good man, Gilligan. And it's a damn shame he's gone now. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I heard from him that you two were good friends. So I believe you. Ah, yes. The chain I worked at was affiliate of his company. So whenever he had to fly out somewhere, he struck a deal with us and get some free food. That stupid company. The whole reason we went on this cruise. If not for that, then he'd still be alive. Please, try not to think too much about it. That's what Butler is for. Yeah, the video won't lie to us. But even if we solve it... I'm sorry. I'm regretting a lot of things I said to my father. It's too late to take anything back from... Nonsense. Wherever he is now, Galvano must be watching. Don't be afraid of the future. Are we there yet? Up those stairs. The room is a bit bigger than usual, and with all the remodeling done, moving the room to an upper level was necessary. The lower level is all outdated, and I wanted not to destroy my grandfather's room. A seventh floor? Or just that one room? Only that room. Technically, you could call it a seventh floor, but there will be no point without any other room. Whatever. Let's just get this all on the road. One by one, we climb up the stair. At the top, Donald take out his personal key ring and unlock the door. The moment the four of us enter the room, we see Captain Jack sit up out of his chair. Apparently, he hadn't been expecting us. What the? Who let all you in here? I brought them here so they can review the security camera. You did have them turned on, didn't you? Of course I did, but isn't that a job for the police to handle? Already forget? I'm a journalist. I want access to all the information I can get. Please. What happened if another person died because we were too easygoing? I don't want to take that chance. The boy got a point. You'll help him out, won't you, Jack? Very well then. Over here. The inside... Shit. Okay, the inside is, as expected, quite large. It looks like his room is actually split into two other smaller ones. The doors are both open, and from what I can see inside, they are merely his own bedroom and bathroom. Most notably, the room contains a control desk, its keyboard and monitor taking up half the room space. Surrounding the desk are two glass windows, from which the sixth deck is visible. Jack walked over to the control desk, pressing a few among hundreds of buttons. I can see the various areas displayed on each of the screen in front of me. There is even a camera placed in this room, watching us. Top-notch security right here. There we go. This is the ship's security system. As you can see, there are cameras placed in every room on every deck, with the exception of the guest room. It will be invasion of privacy otherwise, conflicting with state law. Gotcha. So let's see what happened in the elevator. The elevator does have a camera. It was made in 1962. I see. Guess we need to look at the camera in the hallway. That might be a good start. But what time? How inconvenient. Just check everything. If you're just going to complain, we can stop playing detective right now. Elevator have multiple doors, so if we check one hallway, we will still have to check the other. But we don't have any place to start. There has to be a way. Maybe we should focus on my room instead. When a car key is swiped through a guest room door, a timestamp is recorded. I could check those instants if you prefer. That's quite helpful info you've been white holding, Captain Jackass. Yes, do that. Bodily piss. Jack pressed a few more buttons. The screen seemed to display a list of time. 13:55, 19:10, 19:30 and 20:20. Unfortunately, the security system won't tell us when a person leaves the room. So it seems that once Galvano left his room that morning, he never went back. I recognize those last 3 timestamps. Once we entered the room, when we found the elevator key, and once when I went back inside my own room. And that last one is when you carry out your investigation. So aside from the last 3, there one mystery timestamp at 2 p.m. That would have been me. Jack, rewind the video to the first timestamp. Let's play out. And Cecilia, explain what were you doing in the room. I want every detail. I thought we were going to see a video. Cecilia set her cleaning trolley a few doors down. She take out her master car key and unlocked the door to my room. After about a minute nothing happening, the camera saw me wandering over to my room, only to find it locked. I checked the pocket and decided to help to find my father. 5 moments later, Cecilia comes back out of the room. She took the trolley away and the door closed shut. Right, it's part of a job to clean all the passenger cabin and unassigned deck. So around this time, I made over to room 503. I remember that the last time I had my key ring was in Gilligan's room. I probably left inside by accident, so this time I tried something different. I was very careful when cleaning, first the main bedroom, then the bathroom, and then the balcony. But the whole time, I knew where the key ring was. It stayed in my pocket the whole time. After leaving each room, I made sure to check. I see. So unless you're lying, you had a key on you the whole time. Right. And I'm not lying. Sure. And after you clean all the room, where you go next? Once I finished cleaning each room, I took the trolley to the laundry room downstairs. That must have been when Donald saw me lose the key ring, but I didn't notice him at the time. The culprit stealthily removed only the elevator key from the key ring. Why not just take the whole thing? It doesn't really add up. Awfully possible, I don't think my key were taken. I had them in my pocket the whole time, I'm sure of it. The simple explanation is that Cecilia played the key herself. She had a perfect opportunity when she was cleaning the room. No way! I'm not lying, I didn't lose anything this time, I'm telling you. Then why didn't I see the key? I know I'm getting old, but my version is still 2020. But Cecilia's testimony tells us nothing new, only adding more questions. Regardless, it seems we made some good progress. Let's review everything we learned. Last night, Cecilia goes to the cat room and tells Jack she needs a replacement set. Uh-huh. He gave her his own key ring. The next day, she walked around to his room on the fifth deck to clean them. She keeps the set of key in her pocket to prevent accidentally losing it inside the room. Then, once she finished cleaning, she takes the trolley away to the laundry room on the first deck. Oh shit. Donald sees her accidentally drop the key ring, but isn't able to catch up to her in time, so he holds onto the key ring up until now. He claims he only saw the usual number of keys on the ring, meaning the elevator key was never on it. If the key falls down, I mean, there's some cases where you drop the key, some of the keys sent flying. What happened with that? Furthermore, even if Cecilia's car key had been stolen, it was only used once on the door. And the video proved that after Cecilia left the room, the door closed shut. So this closed room is locked even tighter than before. This isn't good. Nothing to go on anymore. So we're stuck now? Are there any clues that can tell us what happened next? Yeah, no lead whatsoever. So let's do this the old-fashioned way. And why is the old-fashioned way? The detective ironclad rule is that anyone should be treated as a suspect, and I follow the rule all the way through. I need alibi from all of you, and I need to go visit a free company member and search the room for clues. Let's go. Oh, what? Wait, I can shoot? Sweet. Hold on. Okay, I need to save. Hold on, fuck. How I can save again? Was you? No, it was. Wait, I cannot save? You're joking, right? Oh no. Hold on. I need. Hold on. Look like when I'm going to integrate, I cannot open the menu, so fuck it. Okay. I'm going to integrate first. The most obviously suspect will be Eliza, because she accused us first. But then we had Donald. And then we had Cecilia and Jack. Howard says something, but at the same time, I don't feel something good. And Blythe was so really calm. Shit. Let's go with. Okay, we're going to integrate to everyone. So let's go to integrate first Cecilia. I think I gotta accept. Wait. Yep, I had to save when this happened. Okay. I'm going to save here. Fuck. I think I got up at 7. I cleaned out as many rooms as could early this morning. I went to work at the bar until Butler and Gilligan showed up around 1 p.m. After they left, I decided to make my second round of cleaning. I finished cleaning each room by 2:30. I took the trolley down to the laundry room, and around 3, I returned to working the bar, which Donald said what happened. Nothing much happened there. Donald called me on his walkie-talkie around 7. I came to the dining hall, and as a group we discovered Mr. Gold and the body in the elevator. Soon after, I messaged the captain for assistance. Okay, we have one left. I woke up around 7 a.m. Breakfast time. After that, I went straight to the dining hall and began serving breakfast. I knew it. I continued working there until I suffered quite a burn. I went to the infirmary around 1. That is 2. I was preparing for dinner around 3. I saw Cecilia lose the keyring on the first deck. I couldn't catch up to her in time, so I picked it up with the intent to give her back to her later. I continued preparation in the storage room until 4. Then I worked in the dining hall and kitchen from 4 onward. When Butler ordered room service for Gilligan's room, I thought I would pay them a visit. Let's go to Captain Jackass. I woke up at 6 a.m., remaining in my room until 12 noon. That's when I began to prepare for the first ghost tower of the day. Around 1 p.m., I bumped into Gilligan and Butler, whom I invite to join. Butler fell due to an accident, and so my men took him to the infirmary. Accident? Are you sure of that? I then returned to the captain room until it was time for another tour at 2. I continued to give tours of the engine room periodically throughout the day. Finally, around 5, I arrived at the dining hall to prepare for the banquet. I want to make this ship maiden voyage memorable, and I had everything set up, but just after 7, I received a call from Cecilia, and it was then I arrived at the crime scene. Howard, Eliza, and Blythe. They got first to Howard. I woke up at 9 a.m. I went to the dining hall for breakfast, then decided to walk around the ship. There's really a lot of stuff you can do here. I ate lunch with Eliza at the dining hall around noon. On the way out, we bumped into Blythe. She told us about the ghost tour, so I thought it'd be fun to go see it. Eliza, not so much. After the ghost tour, the two of us split up. I went outside to the sun deck and Gilligan talked to me around 2. An hour later, the weather was turning bad, so I returned to my room. I remained there until 6. Eliza. Let's go see the drama queen herself. Well, I got around 9:30 a.m. At 12, I ate lunch with Howard, but I thought it was all that Galvano hadn't show up. I tried calling Galvano, but there's no service out here. Seriously, drama queen. Anyway, we saw Blythe as we were leaving, but I didn't want to get involved with her. I returned to my room, hoping Galvano will show up. Competition, I see. But he never did. At about 2 p.m., I decided to go to the bar and see if Galvano was there. Instead, I found Blythe, and soon enough, Gilligan showed up. After that, I remained in my room from 4 until 6 p.m. I believe those two had competition here. I mean, let's be honest. Those three are CEO. Well, kinda CEO, but you get my point. Those three have motive too. Ugh, I felt quite sick this morning, so I stayed in bed until around 10 a.m. I remained there until about 12:30, at which point I went to the dining hall to eat lunch. I happened to meet Howard and Eliza as they left the dining hall. I told him about the ghost tour, and Howard was up for the idea, that and some extra food. Eliza refused my offer. After the ghost tour, I went to the bar where I saw Eliza. Gilligan also came to the bar, and we talked for about an hour. The three of us eventually split up, and I stayed in my room until 6. Something smells fishy. I can know it. I can feel it. I can know it. At the end of Butler interrogation session, the light in the captain room go out. Oh shit, the killer is in here. This certainly isn't the first time, but I shouldn't have to worry. After all, the light always come back on, right? Why so dark? Is the ghost curse? What the hell going on, Jack? I have no idea. My control desk is even responding. There is a killer. Powers are all over the ship. Are we going to make it to land now? We are in electricity. We won't be going anywhere. Is there any way to restore the ship power? Maybe a backup generator. Yes, there is a backup generator. That's all we can really bet on this point. It should be enough to get us back to land, but we'll need someone to go down to the engine room and turn it on. That means you, Cecilia. Oh, you asshole! You fucking asshole! Chris sent a lady to her death. Understood. Cecilia saluted the captain and walked to the door. The detective grabbed Cecilia's arm, stopping her in her track. Hold up. You're still a suspect. Gilligan, tag along and watch her carefully. What? Why me? As I said, she's a suspect, so I can just let her walk away. And I'll be done enough running around for one day. Alright. Let go. Yeah. I think you need these. Butler throws Cecilia's metal key ring toward her. She fumbles around trying to catch it, but it lands on the floor. She picks it up. It was a test, I knew it! My key! Where did you... Save for later. You two better get to the engine running. Okay, maybe Gilligan hold on to those. Sure. She handed me the key, which I shoved it inside my pocket. Just don't take too long. And Gilligan, make sure to keep an eye on her of all time. Alright, we won't let you down. The music was dark and creepy. Secret of the boiler room. Wow, this chapter was really short, I have to say. Cecilia and I entered the engine room. Her flashlight shined the only source of light, and even then isn't very powerful. The inside of the ship looked far more intimidating than it seemed earlier, but I'm sure that the darkness playing trick on me. Cecilia appeared to pay no mind, gradually leading the way. Maybe the cold hallway giving her strength. But then again, she was fighting so easily when we first met. You know, he's right. Cecilia is afraid to people, but if Gilligan is telling the truth, then why now she feels brave? Is Cecilia playing? Like an actress? This way. Please be careful. It'd be bad if something happened to you too. You seem rather confident. That really unlike you. What that's supposed to mean? Sorry about that. Let's continue. I try to be confident whenever I can. Bullshit! My salvation soul has been surprised to her, given that happened the past 2 days between us. I guess it's in her airheaded nature not to realize it. So, Nah, it's fine. I'm just making conversation so this place isn't too scary. I wonder, Gilligan, are you afraid of the dark? Yeah. You never know what might be hiding in the darkness. It can be a little scary for me too. Cecilia grabbed my arm and dragged me along with her. I was wondering, how can you be scared so easily? You're into paranormal stuff. Wouldn't you get used to it or something? No, you're thinking backward. It's scary because I know it's real. You cannot all confident because to you it doesn't exist. I see. Like when you believe in Santa Claus, you're afraid you end up on the naughty list and get called for Christmas? Okay, Gilligan, that's dick move, man. Hold it, brother, hold it. But once you realize it's not real, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, that's the weird dick move. Santa. Okay. I can see why. Santa's not real? What am I going to do this year? Maybe that was the wrong metaphor to use. Wait, hold up. How old is she? Cecilia querida. 21? Wait, what does that mean? Oh, we had new information. I see. Elisa, what does this auntie? That bitch. Oh, we see something. Her closet was filled with clothing. The bathroom contained all sort of makeup supply and framing product. Found a stuffed animal in her bed with his symbol and an alpaca. In good condition. Baby jewelry scattered around the room, cell phone charger playing the well, blocking the door from the locker. Nothing outside but a small mirror in perfect condition. Okay, Howard. Found with a book, mostly science fiction, found him with some food below the bed, his seven severs, a mouse cell phone looking pocket watch in the hour, the hand weighed 212, nothing unusual, uh-huh. Blind. Then we must luggage by a film put in bathroom, sitting on the table, also listening to the car, found a tip on the bar last night as well. Shop was a superware car. Okay. Still though, I don't believe it said SOS. I think it's a number. 202. Like a room. Maybe it's the killer room. He knows who is the killer and he tried to write a number. I don't know. But let's continue. Oh wait, 26? 31? Man, the two continue walking. Eventually we shall walk in the path. Hey Gilligan, we're almost there. Down this hole. Good. I bet Butler waiting for us. How much do you know about him anyway? You two get along really along. You two get along really well. My bad. We just met yesterday actually. But you bring up an interesting point. It's kinda odd to entrust solving my father's death to a totally random stranger. If I had to comment on that, I'd say I got really lucky that the detective was even here in the first place. There should be plenty of time to get to know him on the ship dock. Until then, it's important to find the culprit before they can escape, or kill anyone else. Butler said he was from the Lighthouse Chronicle. I haven't been here in California in so many years, but even that name rings a bell. Their cafe is Shining Tooth Light into Darkness, a rather noble statement. It's a highly respected newspaper that even people like me across the country are aware of. The fact that Butler has been assigned to tour this ship for an article, alongside this insane murder mystery, probably mean I'll be getting some publicity quite soon. Yeah, it's pointless to doubt it. CEO murderer and ship maiden voyage is quite the headline. I have only followed his death on a more personal level, but I can't ignore what it will mean after this cruise is over. It will inevitably cause an uproar among the company associated. Who knows what they'll be demanding? Of course, the honor of dealing with those people will soon belong to me. Such is the life of the wealthy. Arguing about the self-first world problem, they are trivial compared to the rest of society. If one reason I refuse to take any further place as a CEO, I hate how petty the wealthy can get sometimes. It's as they said, money corrupts people. Well, dude, I don't know. I couldn't imagine that kind of life. It might be nice being rich. I'm not sure about that. Money is in everything. It's better than having nothing like me. Oh, well, now I feel bad. I guess that too. But life isn't perfect. That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just good enough. Now that's something I could imagine. Living just good enough sounds like living on hard mode. That is too. It isn't easy, but this job paid well enough and it worked. It worked. I'm curious why you decided to work here in the first place. That goes. I did some research on the internet. A lot of interesting stuff happened down here, like people getting killed. That probably was the best thing to say. No. I get it. I get it. Ghost stories are interesting, so that's why you came here. Right, but I had found anything on this Cobalt couple story. So when Jack told us about it this morning, I went Butler to get some more detail on it. I was kinda selfish. Wait, the Cobalt couple story was in the internet? And you asked Butler to find it? You couldn't find anything about it in the internet? Now I'm surprised. Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. Anyway, hit the backup generator. Let me take a look. Cecilia signed the flashlight near buzzer ball and switches. I wouldn't be able to operate this thing even if it had a start button. There is a start button. You gotta be kidding me. It really has a start button. The main generator looked busted. It was also set to a dangerous high level. So no wonder. Good thing we had this backup. Yeah. Get we should press start. Go for it, Gilligan. If playing video game has prepared me for anything, this will be it. I take my finger and jam it into the button. Something bad happened. Ah, there we go. Alas, light filled the room. Yeah, it all looks familiar now that I can clearly see it. And even the sound. Ugh, engine noise. I get scared every time. Even when something as mundane as a car, I'm like a foot inside the moment I hear the engine turn on. I'm paranoid that might happen again. 10 years ago, when my mother was killed. Are we going to see the past? Oh shit, we are. I already explained that my father grew up poor. His family has absolutely no wealth. It was probably because of this that he decided to create his company. However, there was a time before he owned GG Corporation. That company was only created 10 years ago, shortly after my mother's death. Contrary to my father, my mother came from a wealthy family. Oh shit. She practically had everything in life handed to her, so in some way, she reminded me of the person I become. They had made university, while my father worked incredibly hard for several years after high school to be accepted. It was practically a free ride for my mother. Having both major in business, the two saw each other quite often, while my father became the hard-working type, the kind of guy who spent more time knee-deep in paperwork than anything else. My mother was the opposite, and would rather spend her time absorbed in housekeeping activity. During that time, my parents dated quite a bit, and they lived up together after graduating. It wasn't as if their lives were easy. My mother was disowned after she eloped, so it was up to the two of them to support themselves. Wait, so she get pregnant during the university? That would mean elope? Now that I think about it, my father once mentioned that Howard helped them out during this time. He offered them a place to stay, which I'm sure my parents were thankful for. Well, his help back then, they would have been hopeless. Eventually, they had managed to secure enough money to settle down and raise a child. That child was me. We were what anyone would call a normal family, at least for the first 10 years of my life. After that, however, things start going downhill. Unfortunately, the picture of a happy family was merely an illusion. On the outside, everything seemed just fine, but secretly, Everything was falling apart. It had been falling apart for a long time. I'm not sure if it was because I grew older and wiser, but it was becoming more obvious to me that my parents had reached their breaking point. Oh shit. Whoa, that's one scary picture, hermano. Each day will be filled with argument. Every day, I return to an unstable home, and also I try to forget about it. Such scene just wasn't an option. I know my mother tried to shield me from the truth, and she probably tried to shield herself from the truth. The horrible truth that my father was an abusive husband. Ouch. Knowing about my father's past, I can see how he's become so violent. Becoming popular in high school for beating up the bad guy. Oh shit, no. Beating up the bad guy. He became a person who thought he could do no wrong. His physical strength eventually got to his head. If my mother didn't agree with him, he lashed out at her. But oddly enough, he never lashed out at me. And so my mother's pain must have been unimaginable at the time. One day, I decided to ask her for the truth. I was tired of holding on to the illusion of happiness. It's like Butler said, within truth and happiness, you can't have both. He hesitated. Then she broke down crying. I'm sure it was too much to tell a 10-year-old son, but what she was supposed to do, lie and say that everything was okay, or admit the horrible truth. On that day, my mother decided to move on. She knew that she could no longer hide the truth from me, so instead of lying, she accepted and did the next best thing. Her plan was to escape her abused environment, taking me with her to her parents' house. For the longest time, they had disowned her. They told her Galvano wasn't trustworthy, and she refused to listen. Deep inside, she knew she was wrong. She swallowed her pride and was willing to go back to her parents. But I would say, this story doesn't have a happy ending. The two of us were in the car, on the road to her parents' house. They live a few hours away, so it's a long drive. Suddenly, while on the road, we heard some unusual noise in the car engine. My mother instantly panicked, and the car began to spin out of control. It crashed. The car crashed, and although I managed to survive, it was at the cost of my mother's life. At the last minute, she protected me. Soon after, the tragedy came, as well as my father. I was taken back home and continued to live with my father for the next 8 years. As I said, he never hurt me. In fact, after my mother's death, I noticed a change in his attitude. His dominant personality would often go silent. For the first time in my life, I see my father break down into an emotional state I never thought I would see. I'm sure the guilt from the accident was mentally tearing him apart ever since. Of course, I probably didn't help. But how else was I supposed to feel? After my mother's death was packed out scene and moved to New York, he said it was for his job. Although I later learned he had started his own company using the money gained from my mother's death. Please don't tell me that Galvano killed her for that. Please don't tell me that. And that's why I hate it so much. Now I can see why. Suddenly, a noise ring out of Cecilia's pocket. After recovering from her stomach jump, she take out walkie-talkie. Hello? Oh, hey Butler. Oh, okay. She handed me the device. Good work, Gilligan. Now here what I want you to do. Listen carefully, okay? Right. What is it? I just remembered there was something I wanted to check down there. That one room we found earlier. Do me a favor and take a look around. You think there's something inside? I can't be sure. However, we are lost for clues at the moment, and I don't want to go all the way down there to look for them myself. Also, on your way back up, I want you to bring Eliza, Hogan, and Blythe with you to the captain room. Let's run around for me, you know? Got it. See you later. Thomas, that's not what you say with a walkie-talkie. Over and out. It's a silence. The line goes silent. Look like he hung up. So, what did he say? We have to go in the boiler room. There's something he wants me to check. You mean that creepy door, right? I wanna see it too. Yeah, Bullet had this suspicion about it earlier during the ghost tour, but then he was knocked out before he could do anything. Knock it out? The light flickered on and off a few times, and then I heard a crashing noise. When the light came back, he was lying on the floor, bleeding. Ah, the light again. Doesn't that just scream ghost did it? I suppose ghosts are not to mess around with light and electricity. You're going to blame them for the power outrage, are you? Of course I am! Yeah, see her head. See them. Well, here we are again. This room is still as creepy as it was earlier today. They don't waste any more time than we had to, please. We step into the wooden platform, our footsteps echoing in the darkness. I have a pretty good memory, so I am not mistaken. The Lord told me this way. Sorry. This is it, right? It looked old, so it might not be too difficult to just break open. I'm not very strong, so breaking down the door might not even work, but I had to try. Then I heard the sound of the door opening, and Cecilia turned to face me. Ah, you got it. Good work, Gilligan. Thank. Why now? I'm a little more scared than usual. I mean, I always afraid of the dark, and we're going to the darker room in the ship, but more importantly, I'm afraid of whatever might be lurking inside. Cecilia's right. Even if I seem skeptical, at my core, I'm as scared as if I'm not. I'm the kind of person who hopes for the best but plan for the worst. You see, regardless of any superstition, it may be possible that the true culprit is hiding down here. We haven't even established that the culprit couldn't be a random stranger. In fact, I put it like that to be true. If the culprit was among the people I'm going to know during those past 2 days, no, I don't even want to think about it. Upon opening the door, I can see a small room no bigger than my own. However, the inside of the room is much worse. In the corner of the small room is a set of old, torn-up furniture. It's in horrible condition. Spiderweb and dust not only cover the furniture, but line the floor and wall just as much. At a glance, this place looks like an old storage area. The main question on my mind is exactly why those scenes are stored here. There is even a queen size mattress lying on the concrete floor. It's all creamy, definitely unsuitable for anyone to be sleeping in. Wow, this place is so creepy. And you had a face smiling? What is wrong with you? Oh my, what is wrong with you? Love it. Cecilia pulls an old wooden desk, signing her flashlight around in a circle. She then goes to each other drawer, hoping to find something. What is this? Gilligan, take a look. She pulled out a photograph from one of the drawers. It showed 2 people holding each other. Wait a minute. If that nurse? Turning it over, I can see something white on the backside faded with pen. Boone Cobalt shall pay. Whoa, what a picture for those 2 doing there. Find anything else? There also this. Cecilia picked out a stack of paper, softening through them. Let me see. I grasped some of the yellow faded paper, searching for any clue. As Butler said, we don't really have a lead, I saw you the opportunity to bring something valuable back. Wait, what this? GG Incorporation logo is one of those paper. Alarmed by what I've seen, I flipped through the paper so as to read it in order. This document is both my will and my confession. If you are reading this, then I am already dead. Thus, I had no more reason to hide the truth from anyone. My name is Jonathan Equinos, formerly a cruise ship captain, but my glory days are long over, and from beyond the grave, I incline to reveal my darkest secret. For if it touches me in life, they will do worse to me in death. I will say it bluntly, I killed Boone Cobalt, and I killed Helen as well, but it was not without reason, nor was it with intention. Allow me to explain what happened almost half a century ago. I must admit that I was jealous at the time. It was my primary motivator, although one curious arc I was lustful as well. For my wife Helen was an adulteress, and I had caught her in the act a considerable number of times without her knowing. Ah, she put you in the cock. On that night so long ago, I decided to confront her. Being the captain, I had a key to all rooms at my disposal, and so I used them to enter one of the guest rooms. I had gathered evidence to suggest that she was cheating me with a wealthy individual by the name of Boone Cobalt. It was his room in which I confronted that woman, and she was ever so surprised to see that I found her out. Boone was just as surprised, and in an emotional outburst he proclaimed that his love for her was stronger. I was in no mood for game, however, and poorly aimed my whole revolver at the man's head. Unfortunately, the one to take the 3 bullets I fired was Ellen. She pushed him out of the way at the last moment, and so I unintentionally became her killer. Damn! The man was in such state of shock that I was easily able to sum him down anyway. But at that point, it was no longer the name of love, lust, pride, or even jealousy, but instead, simple regret. I then dumped their body into the ocean, hoping no one will ever find them again. I wanted to forget what had happened, and I wanted the world to forget it too. But for so long, it had haunted my mind that I cannot help but tell you the truth right now. That incident was so frightening. I vow to never operate that ship again. To the public eye, I had impeccably shut everything down, and that was how I wanted everyone to see it. Nothing more. Now, I wish to pass down that ship, for I am on the verge of death, and I cannot trust to pure science the successor. Instead, I shall name them here now, the Archelay State. They have been with my side for so long, and I cannot help but feel my involvement in the act of murder to be incredibly disgraceful. I wish to apologize, and not for forgetting from you, my good friend. For similar purpose, I do not wish for my own family to know my evil deed. They already hate me, I understand. I will not want them to inherit my shame and guilt, which I have for so long. That is all I ask. The rest of the fun may be given to my immediate family, but the dark secret shall stay away from them forever, and so the ship will not be passed to them. Jonathan L. Equinos. So the grandfather of Jack was the murderer. The last few pages are a legal detail concerning GG Incorporation. At the very bottom of the last page is unmistakably my father's signature. However, just below the signature as I know, also writing my father's handwriting, he stated that after brief meeting with a deceased relative, all assets of the deceased will in fact go to the immediate family. In other words, it was a signed agreement that violated the old captain's will. Was this really my father doing? I suppose at this point I shouldn't put it past him. This is They have found something useful? I think so. We have to show this to Butler. There's definitely a connection. I just don't know what. That's for Butler to figure out. Right. Okay, that's mildly creepy. The Butler solved it. I'm gonna leave this episode here. Wow, this chapter was a hell of a ride, I'm not gonna lie. Whoa. Like, whoa. Man, Woo. I'm gonna save here. The first chapter. I hope you like this video. Remember, like, subscribe, comment. If you like more, please subscribe. And see you the next time. Bye bye.